You could well say at this point that my channel is turning into a bit of a roguelike kind of place. And if you are a fan of the genre, then check out some of the runs that I have uploaded over the past 2 weeks. But moving into June, I'm about to take you through some of the better looking titles that will release this month. It's fair to say that June is on the lighter side when it comes to roguelike games. We will start off here with perhaps the most anticipated roguelike game that is releasing in June. It's called Sandwalkers and sets you to task leading characters to form a caravan to explore a pretty desolate looking world. You will be trying to establish diplomatic and trade missions on your journey to create the conditions in which you can plant a city tree and then create a safe place for people to live in. Sandwalkers is a turn-based game in which you will establish new cities that can be utilised later when you form new caravans with new characters. It's definitely a title which looks on the unique side, set within a world that could be very interesting to explore. Sandwalkers releases on the 19th of June on Steam. The next game we are looking at here is called Dragon Eclipse, which is a very cute looking deck building roguelike that allows you a fair amount of choice when it comes to the tamers and companion creatures that you will be using. You do your fighting with Mystlings, which are these magical little creatures within the world, and you can even catch and train them to gain as much benefit from the cards that you will choose to use. Dragon Eclipse has your standard deck building based fights, and in this style building synergies and combinations are going to be critical to make it as far into the runs that you can. There's some classic RPG style world exploration as well, and this game definitely has some retro vibes outside of the fighting mechanic scenes. Dragon Eclipse is set to release on the 24th of June. Curiously, this is the only action platformer that I've found to put into this video for roguelikes releasing in June. If I've missed any title, then please let me know in the comments. It's called Dragon is Dead and is a very nice looking pixel art title with hack and slash style fighting mechanics and a fair amount of character skill trees to learn and upgrade. In Dragon is Dead, you'll be making yourself into the best dragon slayer that you possibly can be, with the aim of defeating Guianan, who is the leader of the Dark Dragons. Luckily for you, he is creating some pretty twisted looking foes to get in your way, and of course death is only a strategic part of the journey. Dragon is Dead is releasing on Steam on June the 7th. I did mention earlier that June is pretty light on it for roguelikes, and we're definitely quickly running into the very indie and very quirky territory. So let's have a look at Guncho, a turn-based tactics roguelike game which puts you into the Wild Wild West and some randomly generated shootouts, in which your aim is to defeat your foes. Guncho aims to be a game that you can play quickly with short runs and has a unique mechanic in which you can influence the auto-battling fights strategically by managing the rotation of your cowboy's revolver cylinder. My favourite roguelike at the moment is called Cluck Mech Oasis and is on the quirky side as well, so I'm not sleeping on this title yet. Guncho releases on June the 25th. The last game we'll have a quick look at in this video is called Heroes of Loot, Gauntlet of Power, and has some pretty familiar mechanics in which you will equip weapons that can shoot on all of the sides. I'm expecting Vampire Survivor style gameplay here, and this game has some cool, although familiar character designs that you'll be using to clear the rooms by defeating all the enemies that spawn in front of you, and then leveling up so that you can gain new and more powerful weapons. With randomly generated rooms to clear, Heroes of Loot, Gauntlet of Power will be releasing on the 17th of June. Alright, that is me done. I'm heading off to play some more Rogue Prince of Persia. Let me know which titles are keeping you busy in the roguelike scene during the month of June.